Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Not shy with the grab. Projectile to try and change the situation. Did well to get the buff in there. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Got their eye on the air. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in, experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen here? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 needs to hold out a tomahawk buster to shut him down. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Condor dive. Gets a risky buff in. Long low attack hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Alright. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? In a dire situation. Tomahawk Buster! KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes to the overdrive. Was looking for that jump attack. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Low heavy, but no go. No, this is gonna hurt. Oh, combo. Let's go. Oh, yo, Rock over here. Gets the turns out. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Catches them out. Shoryuken.
Let's get Shoryuken.
Scrapping it out up close. There's a burnout. White Rock, super hard incoming.
Bring in the heat.
Come on now, let me hear you say it. Shinryu. Good presence of overhead attack. Ooh, does him dirty. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Let's get
Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits him with a stop and bop. Gets the knockdown, and now medium kick hits. No, put that away. Sends a clear message with that counter. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. From low heavy to drive gauge gap here. Looking for a chance. So, what's next? Experiencing burnout. Ooh, what a smart throw. Drive lead is there, but still anyone's game. Closes the gap. Throws them. Both fights draw super hard incoming. That's not gonna hit. Punish counter sets the table. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Both of them back off. Crowns them from above. What a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. That throw's gonna take off a chunk again. They were right to be on guard there. Lifts them with the wrong palm. There's a burnout. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 is in burnout state. Ooh, what a smart throw. A real low heavy. Quick and eats it. Oh man, this is scary. Are you kidding me? Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that good. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Brushes that off and keeps going. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? They block the overhead and taken stop. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. The jump in is denied. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Projectile to try and change the situation. Throws them forward and make KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Rushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. At least one of them is having it. How will they utilize this? Both fighters have a full super. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. With breather. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage, experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Ball critical. What's gonna happen? Scared money, don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Rippa.
I've had enough.
Dangerous overhead, but it won't work. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it, closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Low heavy. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Both pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2, burnout activates. The throw connects. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What are they gonna do? Scuffle. Drive impact misses. Goes to the air. Comp connects with the throw. Noticeable life lead is low heavy. Hits the drive. Dangerous range here. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh my god, what a throw set. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Ooh, put a little F. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. best believe it's time for that run back.
Hadouken!
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go.
Hadouken!
Closes the gap.
Hadouken!
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Difficult situation for a throw. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Still slugging it out here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Reacts to the throw. Parries the projectile. Holds out with the block. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Round there. Burnout activates. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Oh, easy tech. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Looks like they want to put a new spin. Oh! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Burnout is good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Both fighters planning something, hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Overhead. Ooh, what a smart flow. Noticeable life with adds a bit of OD fight. They decide to take a breather to regroup. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Player 2 is mounting a what a finish. Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The overhead connects. Player 1 chases him down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Can't tech the throw. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Love tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 chases them down, experiencing burnout. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Uses the punch. Just goes for it at this range. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Chin, Ryu, Rippa! Can they create an KO? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick. They can't be shy about stock metal levels with Mano because the counter doesn't reset, brushes that off, and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a bit, were they baiting them into that? It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Connects with the throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Taps him on the toe. It is over. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumping. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. The low is denied. Fantastic reactions there. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Checks him with the projectile. Knife lead opens up. Taking stock. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive lead. A quick breather. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Threads it cleanly. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Are we going to see some fireworks here? That's a counter. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Looking for a chance. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Low heavy connected? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Flashes him. Holds out with a block. The low is denied. They hit each other. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Quick dash it! Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Dashes up. Throws them to negate the block. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knockout and... Player 1 needs to use a super art. That's not gonna hit. Catches out the cage right there. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Chin, wheel, ripper.
I've had enough.
Can they close this round? And he's got amazing never say die attitude. Got them the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods? The overhead deny. Dash connects with the throw. That throw will do some good. Punish counter on the action. Player 1. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life. What a finish. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Try and stop! Here comes a new challenger!
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on. Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is with the play-by-play. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Long low attack hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Side switch in the corner. Throws them. Both fighters planning something? Were they baiting them into that? Are we going to see a comeback here? And eats it. Okay, here we go. There's a burnout. Below. Flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Gets the knockdown, and now throws him. What's next? Steps in for the throw. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Neither of them willing to back off here. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Can't tech the throw. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Uses the target combo as a filler. Throw connection does big damage. Going in, experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Quick dashing. Both fighters low heavy. The throw missed. They're trading attack. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 dashes out the cage right there.
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Gets got.
Flatline zone.
How'd I lose?
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Perfect air-to-air. That was a solid anti-air. Wow. Shut down. Goes for the low kick. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Pressuring them in the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This stun might KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Vagabond and sends them flying. Grabs them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Plus out the parry. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Smart play for the throw. Their will to win is really being tested here. A quick breather. Blocks it. The throw missed. In there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Got their eye on the air. The low heavy hits. The cross-up's good. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Looking to impress with this super, going binomial theorem with a Bushin scramble. Now, can they finish the job? Shows a medium kick. Going in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Attempts to biff and leaches some big damage. Taking chunks out of each other here. Are we gonna slow heavy? Player knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Medium kick. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Was that a good decision? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Can they outlast it? Shoots off a fireball up close. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drop tap to close it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sticks the jump in. Gets the knockdown, and now shows a medium kick, flushes that off and keeps going. Connects with medium kick. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick. This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Max SA gauges, connects with the throw. Medium kick, super hard to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Low heavy. The low, what now? A jump in? Tricky hit it there, what a finish! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Still slugging it out here. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. That was a solid anti-air. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Big counter. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Fires off the Shifu Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Going in. Blocking. Solid throw tech. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Pokes with a medium kick. The low heavy connected. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overdrive Hadouken. From up above. Tries to catch him out with the arch kick. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Uses the gauge for a super art. Start the tune. The Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player 2 needs to use the doesn't let up in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Jump! Jump! Player 1, tricky hidden variable. Can this drive bring him back? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation which crowns him from above. What are they gonna do? Drops him hard. Nothing stops this train. Looking to follow up after that target burns out. Oh, here we go. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Courageous grab. Player 2 with the rhythm. They think it's time to bust this. No heavy with authority. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Through a lifetime of strife and struggling.
Another mission awaits.
Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'm gonna live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all
Another
time.
mission.
Make way for the team. Going cause you got hard. DJ. I'm not stopped, I keep Marisa.
Allow JP.
Opportunities arise, so I gotta take it.
Shall
Too
we
many
begin
people in
then?
my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the
A new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Got you.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Solid combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 is gonna have to wait for experiencing burnout. Looking to impress. Is this super? Both fighters planning something? Gets tagged by the fireball. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, will this early super art shape a good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact? Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look, they get the stun. This is a huge opportunity to end the round quickly. Knockdown, Jingu Hadouken. Player 1 hits the drive. Noticeable willing to risk it for the overdrive. What'll be the plan? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this to closes it out? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Burns the drive gauge. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. Checks him with the projectile. Beautiful setup with that attack. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Holds out with the block. Sandblast. So little life A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Can't tech the throw? Player 1 hits them with a stopping block. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive. Shinku Hadouken! Quick breather. Now, can they finish the job? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't let it in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Counter hit throw there. All right. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. The move whips, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits him with a stop and bomb. This fight is just underway. What kind of baits out the attack and gets the punish count? Player 2 can't use any drive. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Safely increases their throw level. Both fighters planning something. Will this super art do anything? Life lead is there. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps?
No way.
Still slugging it out here. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Both players on life support, but that drive difference could be huge. Closing moments of the match. One hit, the pump tap to close it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. The next round is beginning. What's going on the offensive? From up above. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Burnout activates. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. A super art. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Threads it cleanly. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nothing but air for the impact. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Going in? Low heavy connected? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Saw that coming. Are we going to see some hits them with a stop and bomb? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Hopes with a medium. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Shows a medium kick. Both of our combatants are cooking up. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Good decision with that throw. Punish counter on reaction. Burns out. Finds the target. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Medium kick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
What an opening statement there. Ooh, the drive attack for a punish. Oh, the power they do. It's gonna turn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all style. Burnout activates. Player, nothing stops this train. Rumba say hit. Sends them tumbling. Will this super art do anything? In drive smasher. Can they make the most of this? The low. What now? Noticeable life lead is it breaking up shins with the low heavy. I can't believe. Oh my god, they just chisels them down. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a So that match had it all.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a chance with that jumping. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Solid combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Player two chases them down. Were they baiting them into that? KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Risky up-close scrap still going. Burnout activates. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Not much life difference. But low heavy. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This may be it experiencing burnout. Dashes out the gate right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Such a lovely game.
Closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Nice read with a cannon spike. Still slugging it out here. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Gets the jump in. Takes a trip. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Heats it up with a combo KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters planning something? Player two just goes for it at this range. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? A quick breather. Life lead is there, but still anyone get KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hit them with a stop and bomb. Final round. Who will the fight it sets up with the jump in? Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Off of me. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Medium kick. This is gonna hurt. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge despair. They were sitting on their mirror for this super art. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 doesn't let up and gets the stun. This round may be as good as over. Throws it. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes to the overdrive. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Flashes it. Dashes forward. Looking for a chance. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. Just hits them with a stopping block. On for the critical arc. Oh, the power they do. They're gonna churn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all style. Just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Got knocked down. Here comes the mix-up. Overhead, but it won't work. Sets up with the jump in. Sure you can? Taking chunks out of his overhead attack. Good parry. Next the counter. Amazing. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Can this drive bring them back? Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Ugh, take a seat. Dangerous range here. Grab them. Okay, he rushes in. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Got him. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that one day. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Shows a medium kick. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. They need to hold out. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Grabs them. What are they thinking here? Recovers from burnout. Gets the jump in. Player 2 chases them down. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? They're not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't experiencing burnout. Player hits them with a stopping block. Fakes, knockdown, and Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What's the next move? Reads the throw and shuts it down. They were expecting that drive impact. Checks them with the projectile. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Not much life difference. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Goes for the throw. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. Overhead attack. Catches out the cage right there. Player 1 can't use it. No! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. You need guts to pull that off. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.